Hey, 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 how are you guys doing today? This is Kim Douglas, just coming to share some prosperity points with you, just to help you out a little bit in your life, help you out a little bit in your business. Yes, yes, yes. Today we're going to talk about, are you part of the 2% or are you part of the 98%? So are you part of the 98% or are you part of the 2%? Hey, Joseph, how are you doing? Hope you're having an amazing and wonderful day. Yes, yes, yes. So that's what we're going to talk about. As you're coming in, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell me where you're coming from. Tell me how you're feeling. Drop me a line as long as it's a positive or as long as it's real. So yes, today I'm working on this topic and I was watching a video and I just thought that this was really interesting. And I've heard several people say this before, and yes, I've heard several people just say this terminology before about the 2% and the 98%. So I thought, hey, I'm going to dig into it, see what I can find out, and see if I agree or disagree with what they're talking about. I'm just sharing this in a group really quick, and then we will get it moving. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So yes, today my day, like I said, it was pretty great. Just doing some research, figuring some things out. And that should be your day, every day. Every day you should be learning. Every day you should be growing. Every day, you can't stay the same. You gotta level up. You gotta beef up. You gotta get some things going in your life. You gotta start moving, just start moving and moving in the right direction. You can't stay stuck. It's not a good place to be, is staying stuck. So I'm just sharing this in a group or two really quick. Like I said, as you're coming in, go ahead and let me know how you're feeling today. Let me know what's going on in your world. Drop me a line as long as it is a positive one. Yes, 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 yes. We're going to get this thing going in about 30 seconds. Like I said, today I'm going to talk about, are you part of the 98% or are you part of the 98% or are you part of the 2%? So yes, I'm going to share this really quick and then we'll be good to go. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. So today I watched a video and it was a really inspirational video on YouTube from Be Inspired. That was the name of the channel. Be Inspired. They always have so many great videos, just make you stop and think. And videos that make you stop and think, you can't just stop and think, you got to act on it, right? So the video was basically called Why 98% of People Fail and 2% Succeed, So that's what I'm asking. Are you part of the 98% or are you part of the 2%? So let me share with you guys what I learned about that, okay? So he was saying about talent. He talked about talent. He says there's so many people out there that are talented but never accomplish anything. So why is that? Why are there so many people who have talent but never make it into, like I said, most of the masses are in the 98%. And it's always a good idea to go in the opposite direction of what, hey, how you doing? It's also a good idea to go in the opposite direction of the masses. Hey, John, how you doing? How you feeling, man? So you want to go in the opposite way that everybody else is going, because if you don't want what they have, if that's not good enough for you, if you see your life being different, then you can't blend in with the masses and you can't do what everybody else is doing, which is why they're in the 98% of people who don't succeed, right? Yes, good to see you on here too, man. So the 98% why they don't succeed. I heard a quote the other day that kind of tied into this from an awesome, amazing entrepreneur doing really great things, Stephen Rachel. If you don't know who that is, go ahead and check him out. Look him up after this video. So what he basically said, was that talent is overrated. Talent's overrated. What's actually better is hustle, action, grind, and grit. That's what he said. He said people can be talented, but what are you going to do with that talent? What are you going to do with that talent? And there was another quote. He said that body the body has limitations, but the mind does not. We focus so much from the neck down, and we forget that it starts right here. Like the body, the mind has no limitations, but the body has limitations, you know? So how do we get to be part of that 2%? How do we get to go to the 2%, right? So you got to realize that your body does what your mind tells it to do. Your body does what your mind tells it to do. You direct your mind into what you want your body to do. So that goes into our goals. That goes into things that we want to attain, things that we want to achieve. Your body is the operator that tells your mind what to do. So what, you got to ask yourself, what are you telling your mind? What's in your mind? What are you telling your body to do? Are you telling your body to execute things that go in favor of you being more successful, or execute things that help you stay in the group of the 98%? Procrastination, laziness, just not acting on what it is that you know that you need to do, right? So what do the 2% do? The 2%, they decide, there's something they want to do, they go do it, right? Tony Robbins said that, you got to figure out your obstacles. Like I said, you got to decide, make a decision. And in that decision, you got to realize there's no retreat. There's no fallback plan. There is, I am going to make it at this, and I'm going to keep pushing at it until, there's no step back. There's no fallback plan. I think I made a post a couple weeks ago, said that I don't want a, fallback plan. I want a move forward plan. You shouldn't think in your mind, well, just in case this doesn't work out, I have an out. So the only way to success is to leave yourself with no out. Like literally you have one way to go, and that's forward into success. Like you can't go backwards. Not to say that there won't be setbacks, but you have to make up your mind to say that regardless of what happens, regardless if this is easy, if this is hard, and I guarantee you some things will be easy, but most things will be hard. And things only get easy with repetition and practice. The first time you do it, I guarantee you're going to mess it up. You're going to mess it up, and you have to just get used to not downplaying the importance of making mistakes. Like you got to make mistakes to move forward, right? It's kind of like when you're a baby and I don't know if you guys can remember back that far, the memories of you walking around in a diaper and your parents chasing after you, or even if you have kids and you see this transformation, right? So just because a baby, they're learning to walk for months and months, like I said, they're building up their strength. They don't walk on day one. They pull up, they have to go through stages of development. They have to build that leg strength, right? The first time they fall on their butt, or the first time they bump into the edge of a table, does that stop them from wanting to get up again and learning how to walk? Like what happened to that sense that was built into us that we just got to keep going until we figure something out? Like literally, I promise you didn't learn how to walk on the first time that you thought in your mind, hey, I'm going to move my foot, and then I'm going to try to move my foot. No, it took millions of repetition of that same action and that same thought being completed before you had enough skill and enough strength to actually walk one step. And then to try to do two steps. Exactly. We lose the ability to be okay with failure. So true. Like when did we stop thinking that failure wasn't part of it? Failure is part of it every single day. That's the only way to see where you're going from point A to point B. You have to have something to gauge it against. Yes, thanks, John. I really appreciate it. You're an inspiration too. Inspiration's coming from everywhere. So it's just part of the process, or you can do what the masses do and quit and be a part of the 98%. That's why the number's so small. It's to weed out the weak. Hate to say it, but it's to weed out the weak. Either you're strong and you're going to figure it out, and that's what you're telling your mind. That's what you're moving toward. Or you're going to say, you know what? This isn't going to work anyways. I'm just going to cop out on it. Hey, Charisma, how you doing, girl? You're just going to cop out, and you're just going to quit, and you're just going to go back to the same of everything that you've been doing for, the rest of your life, all of your life proceeding now. You know, if you want something different, you got to do something different. You can't, you know, be in the same space and expect to move forward and advance, you know. So you got to learn to use failure as a tool. You know, you got to use it as a tool to make you strong. The 98%, like I said, just quit and retreat back into the comfort zone, you know. But like I said, you got to take those failures and realize that they're necessary for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to overcome, you know, for you to overcome issues, you know. So basically, I just want to leave you with that thought that your body does what your mind tells it to do. So ask yourself, am I telling myself to do the actions that make me successful and would make me to be part of the 2%? Or am I copping out and blending in with the 98% of the normal people who aren't willing to put that dedication in, who aren't willing to put that hard work in, who just, you know, want to hand it to them on a silver platter? You got to realize if that's you, you're in the 98%. If you want to be part of the 2%, you got to tell your mind to do something different. Just want to say thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. Just wanted to drop those prosperity points with you guys, help you out a little bit in your life, help you out a little bit in your business. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. And I just really got to let you know, if you are seriously ready to take your business to the next level, to become part of the 2% of businesses that actually make it, people that actually make money instead of being in a non-profit organization, you know, the idea to make money and actually making money are two very different things. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, go ahead and click the link in the description box above for more details. My advice, learn from the 2%. Do what they're doing. If they made it, then why can't you? Why can't you take action? Okay, you guys, that's all I got for you. Have a prosperous day and or night on purpose. Take care.